when I was writing Potter and when I finished Potter, I refused to say never again. I consistently said Harry's story is finished, and I was half right, because then we did Cursed Child. Although that's not really Harry's story, we do see Harry later in life. But in the back of my mind, it was this backstory that I always thought, you never know. I knew that Warner Brothers had bought rights to Fantastic Beasts, so it was Beast that was in the back of my mind for 10 years. Maybe that would be the place I phenomenally enjoyable has also been the biggest challenge, which is that, in contrast to the first movie, which was a relatively straightforward narrative, although a lot of so that was simultaneously very challenging to write and enormously satisfying to write. It was finding the structure to make sense of strands, so that people understood hit our climax, what was at stake, and why the characters were reacting as they were reacting to it.
She's always pushing herself. She's always pushing the medium. She's not always bound by the traditional rules that screenwriters follow.
It's entirely different. However, there's such magic in the collaborative process. I find that very satisfying. You're completely on your own with the novel.
So the process will work as follows. She'll produce a draft of the script, then she'll send it to me and to our producers, and we'll all sit down and we'll deconstruct this thing, and there's always this extraordinary range of ideas beating away at that.
Someone's coming along and hypnotize all the time in a way that doesn't happen with novel writing until you're pretty much finished, and then your editor comes in and does a bit of a tire kicking. And I would say there have been times when that has been absolutely essential. They've said, well, how about this? And I thought, well, then you go away and think, yes, actually that does work. Why didn't I think about that in the first place? And then there are other times where that gives me an idea for something that I think would be better, or I think I would have more fun doing. So we work a lot like that. So I am a great planner. It's no secret that I do plan meticulously, which is why I have large chunks of this backstory already, some of it even on paper, because I did think all of that through. But there's always a nice big fat margin to invent, to change, to decide, no, I think it works better like this, and also to bring in new characters, which is always exciting and changes things in ways you normally don't expect. And I think fans also will find it exciting to see other countries depicted, because I can literally go anywhere now, anywhere at all. It's really fun. It's fun in all kinds of ways to move beyond Hogwarts. I mean, I love Hogwarts. Hogwarts is a place that you can set stories almost forever, because you've constantly got new characters moving in and out. But it's also very exciting to be dealing with witches and wizards. It's interesting to look at how wizards live their lives in secrecy once they leave school, where everything is actually very easy. So you pay lip service to the fact that there is a statue of justice, but they're all at school where everyone's blow things up, light things on fire with impunity pretty much, because they're at school. What happens once you leave there? How does that really impact your life? That you've got an ability to at the same time, though, I'm telling a discrete story within the Fantastic Beasts franchise that is only hinted at in the Potter books, and that is the rise of Grindelwald, who was a wizard who really profoundly threatened the security of the wizarding and the larger world, and his antagonist, Dumbledore, of course, is a key character.
Jo's role as originally figured out when she was writing the books. She already knew the genesis of the Dumbledore-Grindelwald conflict. We already knew I think Grindelwald is a much more interesting villain than understand why people follow him. They follow him not just from fear. Many people follow Grindelwald because they believe what he says.
So these stories culminate in the rally that Grindelwald holds, where all of these characters, with their diverse histories, their diverse blood status, all of them find themselves in this auditorium facing this man. Is he the answer? And for some of these characters, he is the answer.
I'm not.
There's othering in the very obvious sense that we all know about. You know, all of the isms, all of the sexism and the racism and the homophobia and the othering of entire groups of people in our society, which is despicable. We do it to individuals. We do it to people who are different. We do it to people who are conforming to our ideal of what they should be day to day. It drives the people who are on the receiving end of that behaviour to respond equally aggressively. That can end. So great movement is afoot. Ideological shifts are taking place, and people are rushing hither and thither, putting on the black hat or the white hat, as it were, but always seeing themselves as the good guys.
Joe writes about people who are outsiders, people who are stigmatized, the need to label people and put them in a box and judge them. It's a theme that runs through Potter, and it's very much central to this.
Heroes are always not the obvious heroes. The people who you least expect to be the heroes because they're always on the outside. They're always undervalued, underestimated. And actually the reason I think people around the world connect with these characters is because everybody feels marginalised, undervalued at times, and some people just have that to the extreme in their lives. Real straight A heroes, frankly, are a bit boring, you know? They just get everything right all the time. They know the answers, and they've got everything sussed. Because that's kind of not, I can't relate to that. I need to relate to someone who has to struggle with some of these things, and we all do. And that's what makes their characters so adorable. They have the flaws that we know are within ourselves.
Everyone wants to just hear, well, there are good guys and baddies, and it's about wanting to fight the baddies. Well, the trouble is that the people you call baddies think they're doing exactly the same thing. It is much more nuanced than that. David Yates and I have sat together and laughed about how this is not a straightforward story. You can't reduce it to the good guys versus the bad guys, because the good guys cross over, the bad guys are redeemed. This is a different kind of story.
I was walking through Soho after editing Fantastic Beasts 2. One of this little kid dressed as Harry Potter, and he was about 7. I thought, he wasn't around when the books came out. He wasn't around when the movies were being made. What's going on? And so these stories have the spirit, I think, to capture lots of people.
Our relationships are key to who we are, and our friendships, these relationships that we choose, are so revealing. The relationship between Harry, Ron, Hermione, and others in the Potter books was actually at the heart of why people connected so much with those. The magic is fun, it's interesting, and it has its geeky side, and you can learn all of these rules. It's fabulous, but at heart it was the relationships that kept people invested in the stories. Sometimes it's, these are friends I wish I had, or these are friends I feel I do have within the pages of this book or as I watch these stories. That's what art can do. It can give you relationships you've never had.
The world that Joe has created is getting richer, and I think we are seeing the scope of the magical universe being greater.
All of the stories I've written within this world, while they certainly share certain overarching themes, you cannot beat a good yarn. So each individual section, be it one of the novels or one of the movies, has its own discrete story. The one big question that gets answered in this movie, it would be, who is Credence? But upon that simple question hangs a number of other stories. So make no assumptions, whatever you think you know at the end. Might not be the case by the time you get to the end of the third movie. And I know that's very cryptic, but you really have to let this story unfold before you draw any conclusions.
Shoah.